What's changed in the U.S. over the last 10 years? The Census Bureau releasing its 2020 data, numbers the states will use to redistrict and potentially shake up Congress. NBC News national political correspondent Steve Kornacki is at the big board. Steve, it's awesome to see you. All right, so this data could set off the most hectic, contentious redistricting cycle ever. And I know nobody gets fired up about redistricting like you do. So hit us with the big takeaways from this census data.
Yeah, well, let's take a look here, Allison. Every 10 years, we really get these numbers, and they kind of last for the next 10 years. We'll be staring at them for the next 10 years. Hey, it's sort of the numbers that define our country. Let me take you through the big picture. First of all, the U.S. population sits now just about 331 million. And I wanted to show you how things have been changing, because, again, we get this readout every 10 years. We get a readout of the racial makeup of the country like this every 10 years. So go back just 2 censuses ago. This is 2000, turn of the century. The country was almost 70% white. You could see about 12% Hispanic. This is what it looked like 20 years ago. Now, in the last census 10 years ago, this is how much things changed in the first 10 years of this century. The white population went down to under 64%, a growing Hispanic population, a growing Asian population. So the question was, in 2020, how much more would things have changed when it comes to these demographic categories? Well, the answer is changed a lot more than people were expecting. Take a look at this. Now, with the new census, the numbers out today, the white population in the United States, not only is it under 60%, it's well under 60%, 57.8% white.
Yeah.
The Hispanic population continues to grow. That's nearly 20% now, getting close to 20% a Hispanic population. The black population's pretty level. In the Asian American population, it continues to grow, now basically at 6%. So the diversification of America is continuing. The overall population is not growing at that fast of a rate. It's actually the second slowest 10-year period for population growth in this country ever, but the diversity within that continues to be a big story. And we can just show you, you mentioned redistricting, what it means. These are the states, you see them here, where the population grew the most and that are gaining. These are House seats here. Texas is going to get 2 more House seats. They're going to have 38 House seats. They had 36 for the 10 years before this. The only state gaining more than 1 seat is Texas. You see Florida, North Carolina. These are the other states gaining seats. A lot of these Republican seats, so that goes into that question of redistricting. And these are the states that are taking a hit, where the population either shrank or just didn't grow that fast and are actually going to lose clout in Congress. California, first time ever, California is going to lose a seat in the House. New York, Illinois, Pennsylvania. Again, a lot of these are blue states. That's one of the factors, Allison, that goes into this when you say a redistricting. Could this affect balance of the House next year? Republicans only need next year to gain 5 seats. And if you take a look, here's the map. These are, I know there's a lot of confusing colors here. Where you see red, though, that's where Republicans get to set the rules, get to draw the maps. Where you see blue, that's where Democrats get to do it. And where you see purple, that's kind of a mix, a commission, an independent commission, that kind of thing. And again, the opportunity. Look, Texas, 38 seats, 2 new seats. Republicans draw the maps. That's an opportunity for Republicans right there. Florida, that's a big one. You saw they're gaining. North Carolina, Georgia. Those are all opportunities for Republicans. Again, they need to pick up 5 seats next year. Republicans get the House. Democrats, they don't have as many opportunities, but if they want to do the same thing with, they call it gerrymandering, Democrats could do it in Illinois. Democrats could do it in New York, potentially. So there are opportunities for Democrats, if they're so inclined, to try to offset it there. But again, we're at a point here. Control of the House is so close. How the maps are drawn in any one of these big states could make all the difference.
It's a slim margin. We could see a whole lot of changes. Steve Kornacki, always great to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks a lot, Allison.